Hey, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Mujer de Exito Unbounded, Woman of Success Without Limits. I am so incredibly grateful for each and every one of you. If you're joining me for the Mujer de Exito Unbounded podcast, I am your host, MartiAngel, MartiAngel. And today we're talking about name it to tame it. What the holiday hangover really is and why you're not broken. Hey, everyone, if you're watching me on the Coach MartiAngel YouTube channel, gracias por estar aquí. Thank you so much. Remember to subscribe and hit that bell so that you never miss an episode. Once a week, Wednesdays, I'm always here. And you can replay any of my coaching videos as well. And if you're listening to me wherever you listen to your favorite podcasts, gracias. Remember to download the episode and to follow me. All right, everybody, let's get to it. This is week one of I want to share with you that this is week one of a 3-week series devoted to helping you return to your rhythm after the holidays. Not through force or hustle, but through presencia, through presence, through genuine love and compassionate leadership. Now, remember this. You can only lead others once you've learned to lead yourself. So when I say compassionate leadership, that also means being compassionate with yourself. Raise your hand if all of you guys dread January. I used to dread the month of January all the time. I really didn't like it. Not even when I was a teacher, because it always seemed like the longest month. But January doesn't need more pressure. It needs you to be more present. ¿Verdad? Enero no necesita más presión. Lo que necesita es tu presencia. If you're easing back into work and feeling foggy, unmotivated, or emotionally tender, let me say this with aggressive presence and care. Nothing is wrong with you. Nothing is wrong. This isn't laziness. This isn't a lack of discipline. This, amigas chulas hermosas, what you're feeling, everything about you is your nervous system recalibrating after weeks of overgiving, overstimulation, and really just pushing, gifts and wrapping and fixing the house up and enjoying, big meals with friends and outings and all kinds of things. But you don't have anything. What you have is, you don't have anything wrong, but what you have is just broken rhythms. What many of us are experiencing right now is what I call the holiday hangover. La cruda de todas las fiestas navideñas es lo que estás sintiendo ahorita. The holiday hangover isn't about overindulging. It's about the emotional and energetic aftermath of social presence, travel, and family dynamics. It's also about the pressure of financial stress and being switched on, right? You got to switch yourself on for far too long, because as soon as, the middle of November comes, we start focusing on Christmas. Now we got 6 weeks of push, and, plan, and execute, all of these things. And yet, if you are a mujerpreneur, you also have to worry about, what am I going to do when January hits, and what am I going to do for the next year? And it's all the body and mind can say, it's all the body and mind can do to just kind of breathe. Basically, it's your body and your mind and your spirit saying, ya basta. Whoa, yeah, enough is enough. Let me come back to center. And so you have to learn how to center yourself, right? Take a deep breath and center yourself. And here's the truth. Here's the truth that I want you to receive with genuine love. This fog that you're feeling, it's not a failure. It's an invitation to stop, slow down, breathe, center, and come back inside your body. It's an invitation to come back inside your body. Amigas, chulas, hermosas, sometimes we get so angry and frustrated and disappointed that it's almost like we put it out there. You can feel yourself emoting it. So bring it back in and just say, whew, let's get back into our body, right? Let's get back into our body. It's an invitation to lead from this present moment and not from urgency. Let me repeat that. It is an invitation for you, mujeres hermosas chulas, to lead from the present moment and not from urgencia. Many mujerpreneurs tell me that they feel irritable, distracted, scattered, angry, already tired when they come back to work in January. Some even feel like they're behind before the year even begins. Is that you? Raise your hand. Is that you? Others tell me that they expect themselves to jump straight into productivity. You know, I used to say that. I used to say that all the time. We're going to hit the ground running. But you know what? I never really positioned myself. So January came and I felt just overwhelmed. And sometimes I would just push back and say, okay, freaking, just stop, Marti. That's what I used to say to myself. I would feel frustrated. My energy didn't match my intentions. I don't know about you, but that's how I used to feel. But let me just share with you, that's not a weakness. Eso no es una debilidad. Es conciencia. It's consciousness. It's telling us, hey, be conscious with what you're doing to yourself and to your body. Hermosas, if you're watching me on the Coach MartiAngel YouTube channel, make sure you to subscribe and hit that bell. And if you're listening to me wherever you listen to your favorite shows, make sure you download the episode and share it out so that we can help more mujerpreneurs, right? Because why? Because why am I feeling all this? I'm sharing all of this to you, with you, because this is not only how I share with my community as their coach, but as a mujerpreneur walking the path alongside you. I too am a mujerpreneur, and I intentionally paused. I rested, and now I feel like, hey, I can be back. I'm revved up. I stayed off of social media as much as I could. And yeah, I came back listening to my body, listening to my breath, and listening to the season I'm in. That, hermosas chulas, that is leadership. When we have been taught that strong leaders push through, that is truly not fair, because that January is about momentum, goals, and grinding forward. But you know what? And sometimes instead of grinding forward, you feel like you're dragging behind. But seasoned leadership, mujeres, if you are a seasoned mujerpreneur, God bless you, because seasoned leadership, the kind rooted in wisdom that you, hermosas chulas, have, knows when to soften. We read the room. We bring, as seasoned mujerpreneurs, we bring the wealth of experience. And what we do is, when possible, we ease into the first week. We know now by many, many seasons that we've been here that easing into the first week is what matters. The first week, there are fewer tasks, shorter work blocks, less decision making. But I also understand that many mujerpreneurs don't have that luxury because they work 9 to 5, they've got work schedules, they've got caregiving schedules, and they've got financial realities that don't always allow for a gentle reentry, right? And if that's you, hermosas chulas, take a deep breath. Know that I am with you. Because when that's the case, self-compassion becomes the strategy. Self-compassion becomes the strategy. Self-compassion doesn't mean you don't care, and it doesn't mean you're apathetic. It means that you understand what's happening so you don't turn around and fatigue yourself into criticism. Basically, what it means, hermosas chulas, it means that staying present with what is instead of judging yourself for what isn't is the important thing right here, right? Let me just repeat that. It means that staying present with what is instead of judging yourself for what isn't is the reframe that I want you to try, right? Instead, I want it to land with you. Let me share with you a mantra. Let me share with you an affirmation, if you will. Join me right now and repeat after me. Big breath. I am not behind. My system is recalibrating. Let me repeat that. I am not behind. My system is recalibrating. Because hermosas chulas, this week, this first week, as we jumped into January 2026, this week is not about fixing yourself. It's about naming what's real. When we name something, we stop fighting. When we name something, we stop fighting it. When we stop fighting, our energy begins to return naturally. That's why this series, there's 3 in the series, right? This series begins here with awareness, with presence. Now, let me share a little bit about what I'm going to be talking about in week 2. Now, next week, I have a guest. And remember, in this podcast, every month I have a guest so that you're not always listening to me, but that you're listening to other mujerpreneurs who have gone from surviving to thriving, so that you can identify with their stories that are raw and real and say, hey, if they did it, I can do it too. So, mujeres hermosas chulas, if you're watching me on the Coach MartiAngel YouTube channel, remember to subscribe and hit that bell. And if you're listening to me wherever you listen to your favorite shows, remember to download and follow the podcast. All right, let me share. In week 2, we'll talk about how to ease back into your routine without guilt, even when life doesn't allow a slow start. And hermosas chulas, in week 3, we'll focus on reclaiming your rhythm and creating a sustainable daily flow that allows who you are now to honor who you are now. Creating a sustainable daily flow that honors who you are now in this present moment, in this presencia, in this present moment, right here, ahorita, este mismo momento. For today, though, hermosas chulas, I invite you to take a reflective pause. Take 5 minutes, no phone, turn it off, or put it on silent, no to-do list, one hand on your heart, dominant hand on your heart, the other right here on your belly. You're going to take a deep breath and you're going to ask. Oh, slow, deep breath. Exhale through your mouth. What does my body need to feel safe returning to rhythm? Not forcing, not hustling, solo presencia. Hermosas, mujeres hermosas, chulas, January is not asking you to take a sprint. January is asking you to arrive, to be in this present moment con amor, con conciencia, con una presencia firme y compasiva. Mujeres hermosas, chulas, here's what I want to say to you. I want to say to you that you need to slow down, because we've been taught that strong leaders need to push through, that January is about momentum, goals, and grinding forward. But trust me, it's not. It is not. When you actually start to ease into your week and take fewer tasks and shorter work blocks and less decision making, it's important for you to understand that self-compassion is what you're doing, and that is your strategy. That becomes your strategy. Self-compassion, again, I want to repeat, doesn't mean that you don't care. It means that you totally understand what's happening so you don't turn to fatigue or self-criticism. You stay in present moment with what is instead of judging yourself, right? So when you start to say that I'm not behind because my system is not behind, I want you to think about, it's so incredibly important how important it is for you to be able to take that time and really just say, hey, I am extremely aware that presence is the way to go. Because hermosas, chulas, presence is the only way to go, right? So I want you to be remembering that this is 3 weeks of a 3-week session that I'm going to share with you on how to do this. But for this time, what I want you to do is I want you to remember. I want you to remember this. I want you to remember that it's so incredibly important that you think about what you are actually doing, right? What you're actually doing every single moment of the day. That's so incredibly important, that you are not beating yourself up, that you are not, you are not behind. Because con amor y conciencia y una presencia firme y compasiva is how you're going to move forward. Because what you are experiencing right now is really your holiday hangover. And no, you are not broken, hermosas chulas. You are not broken. So remember that this is a 3-part series. Next week, I'm going to have a guest on the Mujer de Exito Unbounded. But the next 2 weeks after that is some more coaching, some more tips, some more tricks in order for you to begin to rock 6 figures. And trust me, this is not a race, but it's actually for you to be able to learn to pace yourself so that you can move forward with presence. You can move forward with kindness to yourself, with self-compassion to yourself. But most importantly, you begin to build the building blocks to rock your 6 figures. So, hermosas chulas, if you're still with me, I am so incredibly grateful. Remember to subscribe and hit that bell if you're watching me on the Coach MartiAngel YouTube channel. And remember that I'm here every week on Wednesdays, and that every week on Fridays, the audio drops. So, mujeres hermosas chulas, thank you for being part of the Mujer de Éxito Unbounded. This is your host, MartiAngel, MartiAngel, saying gracias por estar aquí. Have a beautiful day. Namaste.